Okay, friends, hello! So today, we're going to be making a 3D line sculpture. Pretty neat, huh? I think so. We got some curly cues here. That would be a spiral. We got some zigzags. Another spiral. And we even have some arches in here. And this is the assignment that we're going to be doing. Even if you don't have all the supplies at home, we can always find something to make things with. For example, if you don't have a piece of paper to use for the base of your sculpture, you can always use a piece of cardboard from a cereal box or an Amazon box or any other box that you have in your house. You can use the front of a spiral notebook as a sturdy piece of paper to hold your sculpture on. And I have all of these colorful strips of construction paper here, but to be honest, if you don't have that, you can always color a sheet of paper, a normal spiral notebook piece of paper, and cut it up into strips to make yourself some color. If you don't have anything to color with, then you can always just go ahead and cut up your spiral notebook paper, and you can just use your normal notebook paper to make your sculpture too. That's okay. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to get my construction paper, and I'm going to choose whatever color I want, and I've chosen green. I'm going to make a horizontal line that goes left to right, and it is completely flat. And then I'm going to go ahead and make a vertical line, and it goes up and down. Then we have our diagonal line, and that goes from one corner to the other. When you hold your horizontal line and bend it, you make an arch. And what I'm going to do with my arch is I'm going to go ahead and fold the edges or the ends of my piece of paper to make little feet. And your little sculpture can start walking around, but oh no, we don't want them walking, right? We want our sculpture to be nice and stable, just like this one is. So to do that, you will need some glue. If you don't have any glue, that's okay. You know what? You can also use tape if you don't have any glue. And if you don't have any tape or glue, then we can figure something else out together. Sometimes if you have a little bit of paint, you can use paint to stick stuff down too. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my glue. Oh, I made a mess. Don't make a mess like me. I'm going to put just a little bit on the bottom. Not a lot of glue. You really do not need that much glue. The more glue you have, the harder it's going to be for it to stick, actually. So I have glue on both sides of my little feet. Now, here's the thing. You can pick wherever you want to start your sculpture at. You can choose the side, the middle. You can go diagonal, horizontal, vertical, whatever you want. I'm just going to go ahead and put mine right here in the middle, and then I'm going to hold my feet. Hold my feet and count to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ta-da! So a little bit of glue and counting to 10 will keep your sculpture in place. Now I'm going to go ahead and get another piece. Maybe I'm going to switch over to my orange this time. And I'm going to go ahead and fold the feet again. One little flap. Two little flaps. Oh no, don't let them get away. We got to go ahead and stick them down. Get a little bit of glue. Little bit of glue. And here, you can crisscross them. Whoa. You can put them on top of each other. You can have them side to side. You can have it going any way you want. So what I like to do is I like to hold my piece of paper and plan out where I'm going to go ahead and put it at. And I think that I really like them to be side to side. I kind of like that color scheme. And now I'm going to count to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whoa, that's pretty cool. Now I'm going to go ahead and get another piece of paper, And I think that, actually, I don't want this light green one. I like that guy. And I'm going to go ahead and give him some more feet. And I'm going to go ahead and do one more archway on here. If you feel like doing another one, go ahead. Remember though, we need to put some more stuff on our sculpture. So we don't want to use all of our space putting a whole bunch of extra stuff down. I'm going to put this guy over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ta-da! So this is the start of my little sculpture. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get another color. And I'm going to make a zigzag. And how I make a zigzag is I'm going to fold one end of my paper, just like the foot that we did on our arch. Only this time, after I fold it this way, I am going to then go ahead and flip it over so that it's completely flat, so my foot will be underneath. And then I'm going to cross this way. And then I'm going to take my paper and fold it this way. And then I'm going to go to the left. And then I'm going to go to the right. And as I do that, I am pushing my paper down to fold it on each edge. And making sure to really fold it there to make that crease as I go left, right, left, right, left. And then when I have no more paper left and I let the paper go, it'll create a zigzag line. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do that again for you. So we make a foot. And we go ahead and fold one side. And then after I fold that side, I'm going to flip it over. And then I'm going to go left, fold, right, fold, left, fold, right, fold, left, fold, right, fold. And I'm going to keep going and going and going and going and going and going. All the way till I'm done. And now I have another zigzag. And then the same way that we did with our arch, now I'm going to come into my zigzag and put a little glue on the feet. And then I'm going to decide where I want it to go. And maybe I want it to go on top. And then I'm going to hold it. This is a little bit tricky because you got to hold the paper underneath too. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I can kind of wiggle this around if I'm a little careful, and I can reposition it to be where I want it to be. Now, I think that looks pretty cool. And now as I plan this out, I'm like, oh my goodness, maybe I'll put one underneath of here. How awesome would that be? I love that. So let me go ahead and get a little bit of glue. Put it on the bottom. A little bit of glue. Put it on the bottom. It might have been a little bit too much glue, Miss Fulda. And then I'm going to go ahead and put my little feet down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Woo! And then like I said, you can go ahead and move this stuff around and adjust things as you need to. I think it's looking pretty good so far. Now I'm going to go ahead and get another color, and then I'm going to need a pencil. And using my pencil, and you can use a Sharpie or a marker or any other round thing that you write with, doesn't matter. And I'm going to wrap my piece of paper around my pencil, and I'm going to keep going around and around and around and around. Oh my goodness, so crazy. And I'm doing it pretty tight on my pencil. Then you can just pull that pencil out, and now you have a really cool spiral. And you can move your spiral around, or you can adjust it a little, whatever you need to do. Ta-da! And on the spiral, I usually only put a little bit of glue here along just the one bottom part. So that way, when I put it in there, like so, and I hold it down. Remember, we got to count to 10 for all of these. I know, that is so wild, but we got to make sure that we do it or it's not going to stay for us. And now when I let go, as long as I don't glue the other parts of my spiral, it'll move around a little bit, and it's super cool. Oh my goodness. And you can play with it a little. And look at, as you make stuff, it might even change shape a little bit. That's okay. So the goal today is to have 3 arches for your sculpture, 2 zigzags, and 1 spiral. If you can finish all of this up and you want to just go crazy, you can put as many other things on there as you want. That is a-okay with me. These zigzags will definitely take you some time, and that's okay. Sometimes it's a little bit hard, but we're going to try anyway. So, go ahead and get started, and I am here for you whenever you need me.